If both KD and Giannis retired right now, whose legacy could you argue is greater? This is gonna start a dialogue. You know what? My first response to Kendrick Perkins in particular would be, this is not a fair debate because Giannis is a Robin and KD is a Batman. And so you can't even debate this because they're not even in the same field according to Kendrick Perkins. Giannis is a Robin according to Kendrick Perkins. The fair comparison according to Kendrick Perkins would be KD versus Chris Middleton. But obviously KD wipes the floor with Chris Middleton. So I don't get why Kendrick Perkins is out here comparing a Batman and a Robin. According to him, according to him, Giannis has more MVPs, best player of the year, and his ring is more valuable considering he stayed with the Bucks and didn't jump to a great team like Durant did. Sure, KD been in the league longer, but outside his Golden State Warriors years, his legacy is filled with choking and losing in the playoffs. Other than 2016, when did KD choke? That's a good question. Okay, no, they really didn't. What? They lost to they made 4 conference finals. Ooh, okay. I tuned up. Okay, so that's this year. I wouldn't call this year a choke though. Inferior Memphis team. Russ got injured. Lost to the Spurs. The Spurs won the whole championship. Against Dallas. Dallas won the whole championship. Yeah, Russ was injured. Even with Memphis, OKC, and did not. Yeah, that Memphis team was good though, and you can argue Gasol was a real good star. You can't hold the Mavs series wide as the Raptors series because he was MVP. Bang! There you go. Why was Giannis in his first year playing? Because he was the whole MVP. There you go. Because he was the whole MVP. The year he lost to finals against Miami, he led everybody in scoring against Miami. 2012, that was most definitely not a choke. 2013, Russ was injured. 2014, they lost to the Spurs, who won the championship and wiped the floor with the Heat. 2015, he was injured. And then 2016, that was a choke. I wouldn't call anything else a choke. What? His ring is more valuable. That's another thing I don't really understand, y'all. A ring is a ring. Now, I enjoyed watching, this ring over KD winning his 2 rings. But the value of rings, I mean, if I'm a Warriors fan, I could say the 2017 ring is more valuable because it's my favorite. Like that value of rings, I don't get how NBA Twitter does that. And they say, oh, well, Dirk's ring weighs this much, and the 2016 ring weighs this much, and all of this. A ring is a ring, if you ask me. Giannis easily 2 MVPs, 1 DPOY, 1 Finals MVP, 1 ring, 1 MVP. Giannis won a ring with no Hall of Famers. Durant won 2 rings with a 73 team, and okay, Durant is 32, Giannis is 26. It was the core of the 73 win team. That's another thing. They didn't just slap on KD on top of the 73 win team, so it's not the exact 73 win team. Got more MVPs, DPOYs without Jordan, 73 and 9. Tween Hezzy Splash. Twitter will say KD. KD got 4 scoring titles and more rings, more on NBA, more All-Stars. That's true because he's played longer. Giannis will pass. Okay. The question is though, if they retired right now, Giannis will pass or tie. What's the point of scoring titles? What? What? KD been to 4 finals and 2 rings, 2 finals MVP. Giannis has mounted the awards. He's racked up by 26. His 1 ring means more than KD's 2 rings. I really don't understand that. See, me personally, y'all, I don't even pay attention to legacies. NBA Twitter, honestly, NBA Twitter probably cares about more players' legacies than some players do themselves. You got ratio hard on that one, but people ain't trying to hear that. Okay, so KD has 2 championships to Giannis's 1. People obviously feel a certain way about those championships. 1 MVP to Giannis's 2. 11 All-Stars to Giannis's 5. But who has a better legacy? That's unfair to both of them because KD has played longer. Kendrick Perkins says if they retire right now, how is that fair to Giannis? If they retire right now, who has the better legacy? It would be KD because he's accomplished more. I don't really get it. Whose legacy could you argue is better? Every Hall of Famer, which ring holds more valuable? Y'all, if you ask me, a ring is a ring. His 1 ring means more than KD's 2 rings. I'll never understand that. Answer is clearly Kevin Durant. 18th all-time in points scored, twice as many as Giannis. It's not close. Alright, this guy is counting KD's What the hell? Yes, you count finals MVPs. You just gonna act like they don't exist? What? It's an unfair question. Giannis is only 26. Exactly. KD has accomplished more because he's played more. And Perk said if they retired right now, come on, man, you gotta be KD Jordan in order to win a chip. And because you didn't like the way he won a chip, that means his chips don't exist. I'll never understand that logic from NBA Twitter. Y'all, if we're really gonna do all this asterisk talk and counting and stuff, you could say that, you know, if the Nets weren't injured, they would have won. You could say that if Trae Young wasn't injured, they possibly would have won. Like, and people were gonna completely discount this championship too, if the Suns won, and so, you know, and the Suns were a little injured, like Torrey Craig, I'm pretty sure. God, it's still KD. Is it? Giannis can't score like KD. KD can't defend like Giannis. What else are we measuring? He's yet to prove he can lead a team. What the hell does that even mean? KD's the better, has the more impressive career. He literally doesn't though. What? It's KD easily. More scoring. Giannis likely won't ring in another ring. You see, how is that fair? Because then you could say, well, he didn't join no 73-win team. If you're going to go and say, well, injuries and stuff. Damn, that's a good question. No, it's not. Some facts about KD. Carried by Curry. All of this stuff. See, depending on who you ask, KD carried Curry. Question is, right now, if both KD and Giannis retired right now, whose legacy could you argue is greater? Like, you can't 11 All-NBA to 5 All-NBA or All-Star, but that's because he's played longer. But Perk said if they retired right now, what? That's a setup for failure for Giannis. If you ask me, what helps legacies, what hurts legacies? Championships help legacies, no. KD has 2 of those. Giannis just got 1, which gave Giannis a big legacy boost. Because low-key, Giannis was kind of getting that playoff choker label because of the past 2 years. Y'all, me personally, I don't like pay attention to legacies. People always talking about players' legacies. That's not what I'm focused on. But when Giannis won, I didn't think, oh my gosh, his legacy gets a big boost. I just thought, like, good job, Giannis, you won. That was where my mind went. I don't think about legacies and stuff like that. This one right here, though, 898 likes, but that's a lie. Because you can argue that Giannis had the 2-0 choke. And then against Miami, didn't play that well, and they went down 3-0. Because people out here saying that Giannis's 1 ring means more than KD's 2 rings, when it's like, you know, a ring is a ring and 2 is bigger than 1. Giannis means more because we don't like KD. That's pretty much what they're saying. I would look at it as whose career has been better, and it would obviously be KD because KD has played longer. And so if they both retired right now, KD has the better career because he's done more. But whose legacy is greater? I don't know. I'm not in legacy talk, honestly, y'all. I don't do that. When players have a good game, I don't think, oh, this makes his legacy so much better than this dude. Like, that's not where my mind goes. I don't think of legacies all the time. I don't think of all-time ranking and stuff like that. That's not what I think about. That's an interesting debate topic, though. Good one for the barbershop. That'll get the boys going. What do y'all think? If KD and Giannis retired right now, whose legacy could you argue is greater? Me personally, I don't really get legacy talk, and so I'm gonna say KD, but that's because I'm looking at it as a career, and obviously KD's had a longer career. So yeah, tell me what y'all think in the comments though. I'll see y'all later.